Hello and welcome to another San Jose State Athletics webcast for the basketball teams. The last week of 2011 was very good for the men's team as they got 2 wins in Seattle and a tournament victory as well. I got a chance to catch up with head coach George Nessman and WAC Player of the Week, Keith Shamburger. Let's head inside the event center.
Well, it's important to get some success away from home, and it was one of our goals for the week. And it was we're trying to win every game, obviously, but we really made a concerted effort to point that out to our team. Look, you can't be a competitor in your conference if you don't win on the road. Coming close on the road is not winning on the road. So we had to find a way, and I was pleased because both games we got off to a rocky start against Coppin. A lot of that just is they were playing great out of the gate, but we really had a good attitude and a good competitive spirit for all 80 minutes in that tournament, and we got the results that we wanted.
I also thought it was key because it was back-to-back games. It makes it even more difficult.
No question, and we pointed that out to our guys. Look, if any team has a hope of winning their conference tournament, whatever conference they're in, you're going to have to win some back-to-back games, probably back-to-back-to-back. And it presents a unique challenge, but I thought we were really ready for Seattle, and we were able to input a game plan, and the guys executed it pretty well and understood what we wanted. And Seattle's a tough out because they play a unique style. Not many teams play exactly like them. Coppin didn't trap us as much as we thought, and part of it was because we punished Coppin for trapping us. We got some easy scores, but Seattle came after us really hard, and so that was a good marker for our guys.
A couple of positive things in the weekend. The rebounding was much better, and the bench play was just fantastic. Talk a little bit about the bench players.
Well, I think part of the bench play is just improved because Calvin's getting healthy. You know, Calvin made eight threes in 2 games, and he's feeling healthy, and clearly the last 4 games prior to that he wasn't. And it showed in his results, and it showed in our results. We were 1-3 while Calvin was struggling physically. I think also that Stefan has emerged some in the post, and DJ Brown over the last 6-7 games has really started to get more coherent, really understand what we want, and he's playing with a lot of spirit, which he has. He's physically tough. He gives us a compliment to Chris Jones, another physically tough guy out there, and I think those are contributing to our improvement right now.
Definitely a good amount of momentum now going into WAC play, and you're still on this stretch where you're just away from home for quite some time here. It's a little bit tough, but going to Hawaii, tough WAC game.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, Hawaii's already, I think they played 10, 11, 12 games at home already. They rarely leave the island, so they're just over there waiting for us, and we have to be up to that challenge. We have won over in Hawaii before, and so we know we can. This is a good team they have. We had 3 fierce battles with them last year, and we were able to beat them in the WAC tournament. I don't know if that'll be a motivator for them. It wouldn't be for us necessarily, but for them, they may see it that way. This team knocked us out of the WAC tournament last year, and we want to get some revenge or whatever. They're big. They have good athleticism overall. They're not as athletic as Seattle, but they're athletic. And I think their game is about Zane Johnson, who's a great shooter, and the 2 insiders in Jocelyn Thomas and Vander Joachim. Thomas wasn't playing much early in the year, and he's playing a lot now. He had 16 rebounds against Clemson. I mean, he's a beast, and he had good games against us last year.
You think it's harder going there at the beginning of WAC play rather than the end, or vice versa?
Oh, I don't think it matters. I mean, just imagine anybody, you know the flight's 5+ hours out there. You go from a cold environment to a warm environment. You go from a routine, of a day-to-day routine into a resort setting. I mean, you're in Waikiki. You can't say there's nowhere else to stay. And there is that element, but I think we've navigated that pretty well. We haven't played many poor games over against Hawaii. We brought a good game over there, and our guys have shown a lot of discipline and handled themselves well. But we've seen a number of WAC teams implode over there. Go over there, a lot of momentum, playing great, and go over there and just get whacked. So it's never easy to play Hawaii. Plus, let's face it, they've been very good for most of their time in the WAC.
Another thing is Keith Shamburger named WAC Player of the Week. He was really good this weekend in Seattle. He didn't necessarily lead the team in scoring every game, but he definitely commanded the offense very well.
Well, he doesn't have to lead us in scoring. He needs to score some, but Keith is a situational scorer. When we need him to score, he understands when that time arises. Look, he's a sophomore. He's 19 years old, and he's really starting to get command of this team. 14 assists, 3 turnovers against withering trap at Seattle. No turnovers. I'm biased. I think he's one of the best, if not the best, point guard in the conference and in the Western United States. And as he emerges over the next 2 years, I think people are going to see they're going to our fans are going to see a truly special player over the course of his career.
All right, Keith, first of all, talk about this past weekend, a couple of wins on the road. How's that for you guys and the team?
It felt good for us. We've been waiting all season for basically 2 wins, and we got them on the road. I mean, we haven't got road wins at all this season so far, and those were 2 big wins for us.
Yeah, but the team's been very close on the road, so it's got to be kind of satisfying.
Yeah, it's real satisfying. I mean, it showed that we're taking a step at a time. Every practice is a hard practice, and that's what we just got to keep doing to keep getting these wins.
Talk about the weekend for you. I mean, you're the WAC Player of the Week. You played so well this weekend, not only shooting the ball and scoring points, but really distributing with the assists and helping out the offense any way you could.
I mean, Coach told me I'm the leader of this team, and I just need to direct people to where they need to go, and that's what I'm trying to get better at this year. I mean, I'm only a sophomore, and those are things that I need to work at, and I'm just going to keep doing that.
All right, now WAC play is starting. It's a little bit different. You know these teams a little bit more. How are you going to approach it?
I mean, WAC play, it's like we're starting the season over again. I mean, we're getting another chance to show people how good we really are. I mean, we're just going to have to take full advantage of it. I feel good going to WAC play right now. I think we'll do real good. I mean, we got practice today. We're just going to keep getting better step by step. Nah, this one is a real big one. I mean, we like this Hawaii challenge. I mean, we just have to go out there and take care of business.
All right, thanks, Keith. Congratulations on the Player of the Week.
Thank you.
The men's team will open up conference play at a very tough place to play on the road, Hawaii, this week on Saturday. Now for the women's team, they play 2 more games before they start conference play, and both of those games being this week, tonight and Thursday, both games in the state of Utah. Here's head coach Tim La Kose to talk more about the road trip. Let me get your final thoughts about the Brown game. I know you had a couple of players in double figures, both rebounding and points scored, but what was it about that game?
The shooting was the difference in that game. We didn't shoot the ball well, and attribute that in part to Brown's defense, and that was the difference in the game.
All right, this week, last couple of games before you start WAC play, you're going to Utah for 2 games. A lot of people think, oh, easy travel, you just go to one state and have 2 easy games. There's some distance between these 2 games. Does that make it a little difficult?
Yeah, it'll be some travel required. We're flying out here shortly to Las Vegas. From there we get a bus to go up to Cedar City, play there, then drive the bus up to Salt Lake City, then from Salt Lake City fly home. Okay,
so the first game against Southern Utah, a couple of good players on their team. They're really getting outscored, though, almost by 15 a game. What can you expect from Southern Utah?
Southern Utah has had some quality wins. They're well coached. You know, it'll be 2 good games for us on the road in WAC-like conditions. So that's our preparation. Our focus is focusing on getting us using these 2 games to prime us for conference play.
Haley Mendelko is their leading scorer. Can you talk a little bit about her?
Don't know a lot about her.
Don't know a lot about her. Okay. So is this an unfamiliar team for you guys?
They're all unfamiliar to me. You know, we're really just focused on our team, and you know, we'll go through the scouting report and watch video. They'll be prepared for it, but this time we're really focused on us and just getting there safely.
Obviously, the last couple of games before the WAC starts. So where are you now, and where do you want to be after this week?
Well, we're definitely improving. We have more wins now than they had all of last year, so that's a positive step. They're improving each day. We had our best week of practice last week. With school being out, we had morning shooting practices and some really good practices in the afternoon. Unfortunately, it didn't carry over to the game, but it will. And I think, you know, as long as we keep improving, we'll be competitive in WAC play, and that's our goal.
And who's improving the most, you think, over the course of the season for your team?
Well, Brittany Johnson's having a great year. You know, night in, night out, she's putting doubles up for us. And, you know, she had 17 points, 11 rebounds in the last game, and it was, you know, a tough game for her. You know, Maisha had another double-digit rebounding game. She's working on the boards hard. Bria Matthews probably had one of her best games. Definitely had one of her best weeks of practices. You know, Terea continues to defensively be a presence for us. I think she had 5 steals in the last game. She gets her hands on a lot of balls. And, you know, Sarah's one of the best consistent shooters on the team. So that group is really playing well. And then we get Longy back from injury. She was just cleared last week, and I'm looking forward to her contributing to the team also.
That's certainly going to help the bench depth, right?
Absolutely. She brings a lot of tenacity on both ends of the floor and the energy level. So we're looking forward to her bringing that and helping the team.
All right, Coach, I'll let you get out of here and catch your flight, but good luck this week.
Appreciate it, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too. Thanks. That's it for this week's episode. Again, the men's team starts off conference play this Saturday against Hawaii, and the women's team plays tonight and Thursday, both in the state of Utah, against Southern Utah and Utah Valley. Check out this webcast every Tuesday at 5 p.m., either on the YouTube channel or sjsuspartans.com.